What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of MLB The Show Franchise Mode, where we are 3.5 games back from the Brewers. So not in first, but also 39-28, which is not so bad. Now, we are going to make a move that it needs to happen. We're just going to keep shuffling Suarez down to 7th. Maybe... No, I think we'll like that. Now, we are going to need... Malone. Everyone is exhausted. That is the problem. We need a day off so badly. We need to, against lefties, Lowe's going to have to play first, and then DH for at least a little bit. Against righties, would be smart to be Moncada. I'll do Blade second, De La Cruz third. And then that's good. Everyone's so tired. That is the problem we're running into. Outfield-wise, Marte is going to get replaced by Benson. But lefties... Fraley's already playing against righties, right? He is not. But he's also tired, as is everybody. Now, for a while, let's put, just for a day, we're going to hopefully remember to switch this, but we're going to move, Tyler Stevenson should not be leading off against anybody, but here he is. We'll do that. And then Dane Myers should bat 8th. I don't know. This is just kind of a figure it out type of thing. That should be fine. Ellie's tired as heck, but we need him. So we're going to advance a day. Now we're going to have another situations episode, just doing situations of games. So we're going to simulate up to... Actually, we are going to end up simming through the 15th, which is great because every time I try to put someone on the trade block that we just earned, it says you can't trade him until the 15th. Like, let's say, yes, he can't trade before June 15th. Once that passes, you can put him on the trade block. Malone? We could, but also, I don't want to. And Matt McLean, I wish we had a second baseman we could have called up. We may need to drop a pitcher, like a relief pitcher, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 bullpen arms. 4, 5. Okay, I don't actually remember how many we've got going on here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we got the proper amount of players going on right here. But I just don't know what to do. And we lost this one, 8-9. That was a bummer of a game right there. We're going to simulate to the last day of June. Oh boy. Alright, we're going to scout some. Do a little scouting. He's at 40. He's found 6. Found 21 relief pitchers. Pardon me. View prospect list. Relief pitchers. Do some scouting with, I think the first guy here was looking good. Yeah, we're going to scout him. Keep looking for prospects. Sorry, there's some yard work going on right outside my apartment. Okay, this is a big important situation. Will Benson has 2 on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And we're trailing by 1. We've already scored 1 this inning, so this is to score some more. We're up to 41-28. We haven't lost this episode yet. So this is an important game to win, especially because the real-life Mets are just dreadful. So I think that they qualify as bad in this game as well. That might have been a ball, just slightly inside, but we got a piece. Will has been an absolute firecracker at the plate this year, 450. However, it's in 22 plate appearances. So that's not exactly a firecracker. That's just kind of... Ooh, good take right there. Just outside. All right, 1-2 count to Will Benson. Trying to find a pitch he can hit to the outfield and score both runners. That's also outside. Sal Stewart is batting in the 9-hole today. Looks like a normal. That is a great take right there. It's a full count, so he went from 0-2 to full count, and one of those 2 strikes was a ball. That's outside, and he's worked a walk, and now Sal Stewart has a chance with bases loaded to do some damage. He's 280 with runners in scoring position. Swung on and missed at a changeup. That was an ugly swing. He needs to do a little better than that. Uh-oh, he's down 0-2 in the count. Timeout here, because this is a, for me, timeout here. We need some work. That is hit the other way. That's headed foul for sure. And it does land foul. It's still 0-2. Should be 1-2, but we were very aggressive on that first pitch for practically no reason. Good take, makes it 1-2. If we can get the count back to full, a walk would be in the question, and that would tie the game. And it is 2-2 now. We've left 5 runners on base. There's 3 more waiting on the wings. That's smoked into center field, down, and that will be 2 runs. And that's a wild throw, but we're going to keep everyone where they're at. Benson to third. Sal Stewart, 2 RBI single, and he has us the lead. And now TJ Friedel will look to tack on. That is called a strike on the outside. It will stand because I didn't challenge, and it's definitely on there. Just barely. That's going to be a pop-up to center field. Handled probably easily, as it was. All right, return is simulating. We're up by 1 run, top of 8. Santillan has no outs and a runner on. This is not ideal. Called a ball. But Trevino says, I don't think so. He was right. Now we're going to keep it slow, try to get him. Okay, that might be too slow to do anything. Good flip, good throw, and it's a double play. So Brett Beatty has nobody on for him and destroyed that one. It is gone. Off the foul pole, tie game. Santillan didn't even deliver a bad pitch. Beatty was all over it. Okay, it was kind of a bad pitch. So a tie game, and I think that'll go as a blown save for Santillan. But those of you who watch this and the real Red season know that, well, that was a very realistic thing we've just now seen from Santillan. So we've got a tie game we've got to work through, and Francisco Alvarez's bat will try to do some damage here. Unable to get a swing, but it's only 2-2. Try to get this fastball down. No, goodness. It's going to get fielded cleanly by Sal Stewart, who's at second base today. Return to the sim. It's a tie game. Bases loaded. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Yohan Moncada with a game-winning opportunity. And, well, I'm going to call a timeout because... Is there a better batter on the bench? Righty, righty, righty. His clutch doesn't appear to be very good. 54, 64, 78, 77? Listen. Call me crazy. I'm going for a righty here in the form of Spencer Steer. He needs a spark to get his season going. And a spark here would win this game. It's an 0-1 count, swung through the fastball. Oof. That is smoked foul. That's going to get out of play. All you need is something deep out there that could drop. Or even a sacked fly. That's way outside. 1 and 2. Just don't strike out. That's what we can't be having right here. No strikeouts. That is dribbled into the outfield. It's a walk-off win. Spencer Steer got just enough of it, and we get the W against the Mets. Couldn't have drawn that finish up any better. Now, I know you probably don't want to sit around and watch me take a screenshot for a thumbnail, but this is just kind of an option for it, because it's a walk-off victory. So we're just going to quickly go there. Batting team Reds. Spencer Steer lined. So you kind of want to get just kind of an angle. Get the bat on the ball there. And then you just screenshot that, and then we'll move on to the next situation. Aroldis Chapman got the win today. He got 2 strikeouts. Good day for him. So no save opportunity for anybody except for the one that blew it. Hey, we're 3 games back. We're 2.5 games ahead of the Cubs, so that's good news. And we play them twice. The next episode will be a game against the Cubs. John Kenzie Noel. Okay, top of the 9th. Yimi Garcia has a save opportunity. I wish I wasn't so bad at pitching with him, because on the season, look, his numbers are not bad. But I think 2 of those losses might have been in our control. Garcia with a sweeper, that got fouled away. Keep it low. We won a double play. That's not a double play. It's a home game. I like that. And listen, this is the White Sox. We gotta close this game out. That'll be another foul ball. It's the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Just keep the ball low. Hopefully he is either ahead of it. Keep that. Ooh. Unfortunately, the speed going down the line from Kiro was just dreadful. There's 2 down. Pinch hitter in the form of Kyle Teal. Just missed. Just barely. That is smoked. Oh, brother. He caught it to win the game. Holy cow. Robbery to finish it up. That's a finish. That is 2 extraordinary moments to finish this game up. There's, I guess, the first 2 games up. But Zach Eflin with the loss, Abbott with the win. Garcia gets the close on a fantastic play from TJ Friedel at the wall. And again, White Sox batting. This time, it's going to have to be just locked on Friedel. Holy cow, what a jump. What a read. He got there just in time. Oh, my goodness. He caught it. That was going to be a double, not a home run. Look at that shadow against the wall, too. Perfect. That's a perfect image right there. All right, we're going to go with that. That's going to be, I think, for sure the... I'll do that angle, because I think the glove was phasing through the wall a little bit. That game's not totally realistic. Come on now. But Abbott with the win. Garcia with the close. You love it. You'll love it. Chapman was injured. That's why he had to... It's just a day or 2 injury, fortunately. The win streak is up to 4. And we have some weak opponents ahead of us. I mean, the weaker one is the Nationals. The Cubs are not a weak opponent. The Cardinals? Well, we'll see when we get there. Ooh, bottom of 7th, no outs. Nathaniel Lowe against Sir Anthony Dominguez, 4-3. This is a situation I think we are going to have to get a base hit or better. Blade is the runner at second. If it's a double, I think we can score Ellie. That's a strike. That was low. I didn't feel like swinging. I did not want to hit into a double play, so I was not going for the low pitch right away. That is going to be a fly out, so only one out here, but now a double play ends the inning, and well, for sure that's not going to be a good idea to do. So, well, they're going to come and get Dominguez. It's a lefty to turn around Moncada, who's only batting .202. Trevino next, not good against lefties either. So I think we're going to have to switch Trevino with Stevenson. Oh boy, Moncada swung on and fouled off. 0-2 count on him now. We're out hitting them, but they're just out lucking us, I guess. That's away. And down. We missed in two different directions. I wish we could get Ellie's speed up a tad bit. Oh boy, that's trouble. Ellie's got to get there fast. He doesn't. That's a double play, and that's exactly what we couldn't have happen. I don't know if Ellie was jogging up the line or what. He did not make it, and that's going to be a W for Chicago. Connor Phillips got the loss. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, so those will haunt. That's a shame. All right, keep going. Chapman is better. We won the series. That was an 8-1 win, if you could see it. You can see it now. Ooh, top of 8th. Sal Stewart needs a grand slam to take the lead. There's 2 outs in the 8th. This is a big situation right here, actually. Clayton Beater, the right-hander. 2 outs. Lowe, Suarez, and Fraley on base. Fraley with the most speed at 71. Sal Stewart also has the least speed of anyone. He's batting .259, 1 for 3 today. He could make it even better. Uh-oh, that's towards the gap. At the very least, it's off the wall. We're testing. They're gonna throw home, and it's off the line, and it's a tie game. Sal Stewart, bases clearing double. So that's the second best thing he could have done. And that'll be it for, I couldn't catch the pitcher's name, but it's Brusdar Graterol now to face TJ Friedel, whose line on the day is gonna be better than 2 for 4 now. It's off the wall. Friedel headed towards second. He will be in there safely, and we have taken the lead. That was totally set up by the Stewart double to tie things up, and now the TJ Friedel double to take the lead. So that's the second pitch from Graterol, but the first pitch gave us the lead. That's low, got away. The throw is just late, and we've got a runner on third now with 2 outs. 0 for 4 on Blade's day. That is going to be 0 for 5. Yeesh. Okay, that was a good slider right there. Just return to simming. Chapman to close the game out. He is healthy, and that pitch was as well. That was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball at the top of the zone. Just inside with the slider. We want to work him inside. That's another fastball. That one's 100. And now you slow him down and struck him out. 91-mile-per-hour splitter at the bottom of the zone. Keibert Ruiz had no chance. Now Jacob Young, who's got some good skills, good power, all of the above, swings and, well, I guess technically swung. He doesn't actually have the best power, but everything, we're about to see his speed on display. It's gonna be close, he's safe. Jacob Young, legs out, a bunt single, and James Wood, the guy we do not want to see at the plate here in the bottom of the 9th with the runner on. You absolutely must keep this away from him. He's gonna foul it off, so it saves us from having to contend with the stolen base. But does he do it again? That's the question. He doesn't. And it is gonna be 1, 2, double play ends the game. Great play. I think all in all, it's been a pretty successful episode so far. We only had the one failed situation. Man, Sal Stewart with a huge, huge hit. 3 RBIs, and the player of the game happens to be TJ Friedel, who has 2 doubles and only 1 RBI. But Sal Stewart was 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Oh well, I think between the two of them it was pretty close. Clayton Beater got the loss. That was the name of the guy, I couldn't remember. So a great hit from both Friedel and, oh boy, bottom of the 6th, Lodolo has some trouble to pitch out of. Can he do it? That's the question. 45-29 is our record. 26-50 for the Nationals. We're going to pitch up originally to Jacob Young, and it's going to be fouled away. Now you kind of want to go down. He's got speed, so I think what you got to do is, if you can, go home first. But that's strike 2, so we could strike him out, and that would change things a lot here. That's popped up. That's perfect. 2 outs. As long as Trevino can make the play, he does. Just going to fake a throw to second, see if we can get anyone to go. It's probably impossible. Robert Hassel will take an inside slurve. Not where we wanted it, but a good spot nonetheless. Uh-oh. Not a good spot for that pitch either. And that one's going to clear the bases. Ellie with the wild throw headed in. I don't think it was going to beat the runner anyways. That's a bases clearing double. So we can get him and we can give him. That's what that means. Same team, too. That is to the second baseman and to first. Who is that second base? Is that? I forget his name. Sorry. He's not a real Red, so I forget his name. Sorry. Okay. It's the top of the 8th, excuse me. Suarez has the power, but does he have the average? It's actually still down. He can't get his average up, man. He's 0 for 3. Golly. Okay, that is what we wanted from him right there, but it's off the wall. Got to send him home, hopefully get a run from it, and it's a double for Suarez. Moncada scores, and there's still runners on second and third. That was almost a chaotic error for us right there on the base paths. 7 speed for the catcher Trevino. That's just disgusting. Gratterall! Oh boy, that was almost fair. That would have scored 2. And would have given us the lead. I trust Will Benson. I shouldn't have trusted him. He'll pop that one up into foul territory, and that will be an out. To get 1 freaking run, Brennan Malone batting 9th in today's lineup. 1 for 3 on his line today. That is outside. Who bats first? Friedel Blade De La Cruz. So if he gets out, I guess the line isn't terrible for the 9th inning. Oh, that's up the middle. That's a run. That's 2 runs. Unless they throw Suarez out at the plate, which they have a chance to, but they won't. And we have a 5-4 lead. Brennan Malone will give us the lead on a single. Great swing on a cutter. And that's a great swing, but that one's going to get caught out there in center field. Just not quite enough on that one for TJ Friedel. Keep simming. This is probably going to be a closing situation for Santillan. Enter the game. There's the runner on first. Actually, it's not a closing situation. This is the 8th inning. That's low. That was probably the worst changeup we have probably ever thrown. And I've thrown a lot of changeups. Okay, so we want to keep the dang pitch down. It's a full count. Abandon hopes of double play. Strike him out. Oh, that's worse. I think we can possibly get there. We can. Great track down by Benson, and it will be 1 out. Drag bunt situation for Jacob Young. Instead, he'll send it up the middle after we had a it was just a terrible pitch location. Robert Hassel, who had the bases clearing double the first time we saw him, will foul off that slurve that caught far too much at the plate. He'll swing through that circle change, and when you're doing that, you're not getting another pitch to swing at. They're going to lay off that, and you're going to lay off of it again. Uh-oh. Base is loaded. We're going to cancel the throw and throw to the cutoff. So no, there's not a ton of speed coming home. But Keibert Ruiz only needs... Oh my gosh. He's going to score 2 on that one. Now that, we can't blame anyone else but ourselves. And that'll be 6-5. Gotta warm up Garcia quickly. And hopefully we can get out of this inning, man. I mean, it's already a choke job. We're down by 1. Struck out Weimer, who was a Red for 5 minutes 2 seasons ago. 1 season ago in real life. Pitcher's getting tired? Good! You need to be winding yourself. Show me you care. He doesn't have any pitching clutch, man. Now we gotta go slow. We have to go way, way, way slow. He fouls that one off. Now you go even slower and lower. Well, I mean, it didn't go lower. It was a pretty bad spot. We're gonna go high and fast. Not gonna get the strikeout just yet. Now you go inside. Foul off, foul ball. My gosh, Santillan does not have the stuff. If he gives up another hit, his day's done. That's another foul ball. His day's done regardless after this guy. Ah, struck him out. Cool, cool. So, well, they'll have their closer, and we'll have Blade. There's some yard work coming on right outside my window. That's unfortunate. Jeez. That's a swing and a miss by JJ. We need 1 run, and we've got a power pocket right here. That is high, 1-1, Blade. Looking for something to drive. Am I thinking of a different guy, or was Colby Allard in the Guardians organization for a minute? Now, I'm going to warm up Chapman. This is not saying we're going to make it to that inning. This is saying, if we make it to that inning, he needs to be ready. But if it's only tied, Garcia will come in. That's a strikeout on Blade. Swung on a circle change that was way low. And now Ellie De La Cruz, who's still batting in the 300s, which is fantastic news, has his chance. That's going to bounce in the dirt, and I'm glad I didn't swing. Low and Moncada. That is gonna get down. Base hit for Ellie De La Cruz. So the tying run is on. Do we risk stealing a bag on Keibert Ruiz? I'm gonna call timeout. I'm gonna see if we've got someone besides Nathaniel Lowe who's pretty good against lefties. And it's first base. Yep, we're gonna have Sal Stewart coming in. And then you want to take a step off with LA. They're going to throw over, so they care. Now you probably take this first pitch. You take this first pitch just to see what Allard wants to do with his pitching mechanics. Yep, he's going to pitch. Oh, boy. They're only going to have the play at second, but they're 1 out away. Look, I wanted to take it, and then I loved the pitch, and I shouldn't have loved that pitch. Yohan Moncada would be the DH, 67 and 51, 89 and 44, or 80 and 72. Look at the clutch. Dane Myers is that guy. Or, yeah, I think Dane Myers. All right, Dane. Not average-wise, but we got to trust. He's going to swing and miss at a pitch that bounced. That was my fault. Okay. We're just trying our hardest to... Oh boy, now it's 0-2. We swung down there, we checked up there. That's stupid. Come on, Dane. Woo! Fouled it off, barely. 0-2 still. Oh, jeez. Alright. Checked it, and they say he held up. Good. So Dane Myers, 1 strike to go, needs to put this in the outfield for a chance to score the runner at second. It is Ellie De La Cruz, so I feel like anything to the outfield would do it. And he'll foul off that curveball, a brilliantly placed curveball. We were a little ahead of it. We need a base hit. And he won't deliver. That's going to be caught at second base. Game is over, and the rubber match will come tomorrow. That's okay. Santillan was destroyed. He got hit 4 times. Struck out 2. He gave up only 2 runs. But our connection was lost. Oh well. I don't know why it said that. But let's see here. Let's get going. Yes, we're gonna stop. We're gonna scout. He's at 77. He's only at 55. How is he so freaking far compared to him? Now he was a 99, wasn't he? And now he's only a 91. And oh goodness, he's injured. We don't want that. View prospect list. Recently scouted, or do we want? Oh, for goodness sake. Alfonso Urbina. Yes, I want to replace it. Oh, you opted out. You're a weasel. I almost called him a wiener. I don't think I should do that. Get rid of him. Try him. Heck yeah. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're good. Finalize. Don't play. Just simulate. And the rubber match. Do we just do this one? We'll go here. I'm going to shorten up this episode just a little bit. We were going to originally go all the way down to the end of the month. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do something. Stop simulating. Manager. Trade hub. Trade block. Some of these guys. Not all of them, but some of them. Garcia. Doing phenomenally well. Oh my gosh. I do want to put him on the block. I do want to see what we can get for the guy. I don't want to trade him. My goodness. I do want to trade Blade. No offense to him, but that 168 ain't cutting it in my book. Also, he's on a 1-year deal, and you don't want to re-sign that. You don't want to. Now, why is he on a no? Yes, he should not be untouchable. And Keegan Aiken. Moncada. Malone. No, I actually like having him on the team so far. You know what? That's enough on the trade block. Hopefully we start getting offers. But let's... Oh, we lost the series. Doggone it. Okay, this is an important at-bat for Ellie De La Cruz, runner on second base. 2 outs, 8th inning, down by 1. It is a road game. So this next episode, we're going to play the Cubs in the rubber match. Or we'll lose the series in the first 2 games and have to try to come back. That is called a strike. It's 100 miles per hour, and that's sort of scary. Ellie De La Cruz does not have the best track record with runners. Oh my gosh, that thing was nasty. Yikes. Okay. 0-2 for him. Daniel Palencia has totally reworked his arsenal, and it's terrifying. 1-2, should be 2-1, but I was a moron and swung at that second pitch. Oh my gosh, he did it again. It hopefully drops, but we've got some super speed coming in and also a second baseman that knows how to catch going out. So return to simming. We've got Low at the plate, no outs. Who's bad? Oh, Phil Matan. Well, he's no Palencia. If we're gonna come back, it's just started. So Nathaniel Lowe is now aboard. And I think you got to put him on, right? Moncada, batting. Malone has 60 speed, 63, 70, 71 with 50 steal. Dane Myers is kind of quick, but he can't play first. Screw it. We need a run. We need to run. When you're down by 1 in the 9th, you take drastic measures. That's outside. Curveball was pretty breaky. Yohan Moncada 0 for 3. I think he caught wind that he's on the trade block. Oh no, that'll be popped up and to right center, excuse me. And that'll be 1 down here in the 9th. In a must-score situation. What's Trevino got contact-wise? You gotta let him go for it. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Inside, but that's gonna get challenged, and I'm pretty sure it got the zone. It didn't. Okay, good. All right, it's 1-0. That was very close, though. All right, that did catch the zone. Sweeper on the inside. I honestly thought we were about to see the same pitch. Oh my gosh. Hello! That wasn't even close, Trevino. / Alden for swinging. Doggone it. Okay, 1 and 2. 2 and 2. Should be 3 and 1. But hello, dummy. All right. That is trouble. If they can turn it, it's into the outfield. Stay. That's an error. Unless, yeah, it's an error. Suarez with the big at bat, and his average is up by 3 points. Smoked it, but foul. 224 with runners in scoring position. I mean, he's dreadful average-wise. But can you do something about it? You cannot. That's a great curveball. It's 0-2. Benson would be next. Stewart behind him. Struck out Suarez. Daggone it. Tying run at second base. Benson 0 for 3 on the day. Uh-oh. That's going to get caught. That's a heartbreaker. He smoked it, man. That'll be it for that game. One more game unless it sims it. We just got to get to the rubber match of this series. Or as I said, the rally point. Sim? Oh. Yikes. All right. TJ Friedel is the tying run. This is to save the series. Friedel's 3 for freaking 4. Buddy, can you do something amazing for us? That's a strike at the bottom. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Now, I don't think his speed is good enough to get it, but I've seen crazier things happen. That'll be a strike on that curveball. Should have swung a tad bit. No, that was a good swing timing, just above it. Oh, jeez. Who's on base? What's his name? Stewart? Sorry. It is Stewart. Alright, Blade would be next. Upsetting. This is... Oh, good lord. It's a player lock situation and a double play to boot. Doggone it! That'll be it. That'll do it. Blade did get on. We probably should have played that situation, but dang it. Hey, I'm silly for freaking not playing that situation. My bad. Oh, that sucks so much. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. We have a combined 2 runs in this series. After 5 runs, 5 runs, and 5 runs, but we still lost 2 of 3. So, what do we do next episode? Well, who's gonna be playing? Jay Allen's better. Okay then, that's a crazy trade. We are 6.5 games back of the Brewers. They won't stop freaking winning. And we're only a half a game ahead of the Cubs. So this is an important game. We'll have Hunter Green on the mound. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Peace out.